Now, this is a really huge one for me because as I improved on my own pronunciation personally, I had to, read books and, to improve and develop. And then I found out, I read up, I was mentored, I was coached, and I was taught that confidence is not automatic. Guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm super excited to be back. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how to improve your confidence as an English speaker. Now, if you follow me or if you know me, I always post videos every week, but for the last 3 weeks I did not post any videos. This is because I had to take out time to work on completing my degree program at the university, as well as working on my dissertation. So that's why I had to let YouTube be for the meantime, but I'm back now and I'm ready to hit it again. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and if you want to enroll for my English course, just leave a comment, just say register in the comments box below, and also don't forget to hit the post notification bell to get updates when I post videos every single week. Now, confidence is huge and often overlooked because maybe you take it for granted or you don't even know what it is about at all. Confidence can be a huge problem as an English learner because no matter your level of English speaking or no matter your level, you can have confidence issues. Lack of confidence can make you look like you are an insecure person or a nervous wreck, and that just passes a very bad first impression about you. Imagine you just meet a sort of friends, for the first time, or you go to a new class and then teacher asks you a question and you're like whispery and you're so afraid, you're so shy. It just passes you off as someone who is insecure, has very low self-esteem about themselves, and that cannot be good. In today's video, we're going to learn basic tips and tricks on how to help you as an English learner improve on your confidence. And I plan to make this video very straightforward and very short so that you can, consume or assimilate everything I'm saying very quickly. The first thing I want you to note is this. Now, many times you see people who you look up to or people who you want to become like. You're like, oh, I love the way this lady speaks, I love the way this guy speaks, and then you're like, it's way up there and me, I'm down here. Really. Now, the first thing I want you to understand about confidence is that confidence is not automatic. Nobody was born confident. Nobody was born confident. And so all the tips and everything I'm going to be telling you, if you do not follow it up with patience, if you're not patient about it, then they're all going to fall flat because it's no magic. I'm not here to give you some magical tips or some abacadabra or something for you to use. No, all these tips are to be followed with patience. Number one, very importantly, if you did not get anything from this video, this is something you should not miss out on. Confidence is a skill that should be learned, developed, and mastered. It's a skill, and that sort of makes it easier because when you're saying that confidence is a skill, this means that you can actually become confident. So it doesn't look like something that's out of your reach. It doesn't look like something that you can never do. It means you just have to patiently practice, patiently develop the skill. So confidence is a skill that you ought to develop. Number two, when you go to social gatherings or you go to a public place and you meet a lot of people, you do well to muster up courage and start conversations with people. Now, I know this can be scary, especially when you're telling yourself you're an introvert. You're like, I can't do this. I can't really talk to anybody. And I was once like that because I was like, no, when I go to a public place, I'm like, okay, I just want to mind my own business. I don't care who you are. I don't care about anyone, I don't care about any other person. I'm like me, myself, and I. But that would really put you in a box and in a cage. So start up friendly conversations with people. When you do that, you're just bringing yourself out of the box. You're training yourself to become more relaxed when you talk to people. So an example of this is you go to a restaurant and you meet someone, in the restaurant. Now, this is very contextual. You can do this purposefully. So you're in a restaurant and you see someone who's sitting with an empty seat in front of them and you want to start conversation. Please, I'm not telling you to hit on people. I'm just saying that you have a goal in mind. You're like, okay, I want to become confident. I want to become more confident as an English speaker. So you go, you're like, hello, good afternoon. Can I have a seat, please? Or is someone else here? And the person says no. And you're like, okay, can I sit down, please? And you sit down and you're like, so what's your name? I'd like to maybe know you more. Or what are you ordering? Start up conversations. Why am I saying conversations? Just start off conversations with people, get to know people better. Now, this effort, as I said earlier, will just bring you out to the box and just help you to master the skill of confidence. This brings me to number 3. Many times when we have conversations, we tend to sort of like rush through. You know, you want to be very fast. Maybe you've heard people who you look up to, who you want to be like. When they talk so fast. So you're like, okay, I have to emulate that. But I want you to just take a deep breath and slow down. So when you're talking to people, consciously make the effort to slow down. Slow down, think about what you want to say, and slowly, purposefully, bring out your thoughts. Just let the conversation flow. Let the conversation flow, because when you're fast, it just makes you look like you're looking for maybe what to say, or you're not even really sure about what you want to say. Just makes passes off a very bad impression about you. So when you're talking to people, consciously slow down your pace. Don't go very fast. Don't go blah 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 blah. No, you're not a running tap. You're not a running tap. So just, have you noticed that people who, let's say public speakers and people who speak well, they do so gracefully, they do so slowly, they do so purposefully. It almost seems as if they're thinking about what to say before they say it. So they didn't just go blah 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 blah. Just calm down. And now slowing down, when you speak, is not something that would happen overnight too, really. So it's like something you develop over time. Now, one of the ways you can develop that is like by recording yourself while speaking, or ask for feedback when you talk with your friend and you're like, am I too fast? And the person says yes. Okay, you're like, I want to slow down. Slowing down is also something I'm working on, because when I watched my videos, I noticed I was like racing too much, and I think I grew up with that. I talked too fast, so I had to consciously tell myself, okay, Ruth, you have to slow down and purposefully and gracefully let out your thoughts and have beautiful conversations with people. Okay, number 4. Now, we all want to be perfect now, don't we? But then you do not need to be perfect to be confident. You do not need to be perfect to be confident. Now, lack of confidence and lack of perfection are not the same thing. You can make mistakes. Now, have you noticed, this one drives me almost nuts. Have you noticed when, maybe in a class where someone doesn't know anything, maybe he's not too intelligent, but the confidence of this person actually makes him stand out. Like, he confidently answers questions wrongly, and that is really commendable. So you don't have to, I'm not saying answer wrong questions in class, but what I'm saying is you don't have to be perfect, you don't have to know everything to be confident. I think what you know is enough to be confident about, really. So forget about perfection, grow as you grow, practice as you practice. So number 5 is to practice longer sentences and longer responses. Now, lack of confidence can make you just give very sharp, very cut, responses in conversations, because you're not really sure of what to say. And then, you can be misunderstood. For example, if I'm not confident about what to say and you're like, hello, how do? You'd be like, fine, or I'm good. And it just makes you seem as if you're rude, but you might not be rude. You might just not have what to say, or you don't know what to say, or you're not confident enough, to speak your mind or something like that. So to pass that, to let go of that, practice longer sentences and longer responses. For example, if someone says, how are you? Someone asks you, how are you? Don't just say, fine, or I'm okay, or I'm hanging in there. Those are good expressions though. But you can say, my day's going really well. I have a lot of work to do, no doubt. Well, just go on with my work, and then afterwards I have dinner at a diner. and just makes conversation more interesting. The 5 steps I've mentioned so far, I have an assignment for you based on them. Now choose one of them, tell me the one, and then practice, just make it happen. Maybe you go to a public place and you start a conversation with someone, or maybe you practice longer sentences, any one of them. And just note that all these steps or all these things, are geared towards helping you improve on your confidence as an English learner. Thing is, which one of them is your favorite, or which one of them do you find more difficult? I just want to have a conversation with you. Just talk to me about this. And yes, this is the end of my video. I'm so excited. Thank you so much for watching till the end. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments box. If you have any video topic you want me to look into and maybe do a video about, don't forget to leave it in the comment box. Just share this video with your friends and family, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.